Lady Dog. Lady Dog is almost an epic. It celebrates the passing of an old pal. Lady died today. She was almost 15 in human years. She shed fur around the house for 15 years. She ate all food left unattended. I caught her eating my meager PBJ while I poured a drink or grabbed the hateful phone. When I found an empty plate, I wouldn't know whose lick prints covered it, Lady's or Big Dog's. Lady could roll her eyes sideways and watch you while her tongue flapped straight ahead at the food, out and in, out and in. And even when I caught her eye, she continued to flap straight out and in, out and in. Even when I told her to stop, she'd watch and lick till I chased her out the door. BD was more circumspect. He would make sure he was alone, then strike. He'd take whole packages of food, a loaf of bread, a coffee cake, half a tub of powdered doggy supplement, which he later passed in a poor imitation of Lake Titicaca in Peru. But he always carried his booty out of the kitchen into the garage, so cleanup was contained. BD doesn't know where Lady is. He won't eat his food in his usual spot, and he won't always eat it at all. Strange doings for a 110-pound mutt who used to be fat till the vet gave him thyroid pills and an expensive special diet. When Lady began to die, you could see it in her pain. She moved little, couldn't hear me when I called her name, nor muster interest in a tasty treat. Tried dope for a while. I suggested I blow her brains out and bury her in the yard. Gasp and ick, along with a priceless "You cry for the gray wolf and the aging lonely," scribble tender lines of love for a woman you've been with for 32 years after spending the morning firing 200 rounds into a picture of a man with all his organs marked with points. And how many points do you get for a dying dog? Well, I hadn't intended to paint circles on her, and surely one hollow point 45 to the brain would have been more than enough. Anyway, how often does one come upon a live target, especially when one is not a hunter? And in terms of retirees' economics, the vet got $200 to kill and cremate Lady, and it would have cost 50 cents to shoot her, and a hole in the yard is free. The vet eased her quick with a needle, and I watched her leave through her eyes. There wasn't a lot of spark or impolite left there when we brought her in. After the shot, the glow quickly faded away. Everyone cried. The girls at the vet's, my wife, our friend Paula, even I cried, surprised. I've dealt with rougher passings, much rougher. When we got home, Big Dog was whining and circling and offering a toy, showing all the signs of separation anxiety. That dog has had issues since we got him unweaned from the shelter, but he's a good pal, and I wish I were half the man he thinks I am. We have Lady's ashes in an urn now, brains and all, sweetness and all. Only her fur remains intact, some of those 15 years' worth spread across the floor. It will be here 15 more. There was no ending per se. No one sat Shiva, no one brought cold cuts, no one drank whiskey or beer, or sent flowers or cards or telegrams. The phone didn't ring. Lady was a dead dog.